violence or no other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, cyberspace? It's a Black Gen Z mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Developments in the crash that injured dozens of deputy recruits, and one has now taken a turn for the worst.
And for the first time, we are hearing from the driver. He says he did not intentionally crash into the recruits. NBC4's Annette Ariola is covering all the developments for us, and she is live in Whittier with the latest. Annette.
New developments in the crash that injured dozens of deputy recruits, and one has now taken a turn for the worst.
And for the first time, we are hearing from the driver. He says he did not intentionally crash into the recruits. NBC4's Annette Ariola is covering all the developments for us, and she is live in Whittier with the latest. Annette.
All right, guys. So I wanted to cover this story because I saw that it was in fact a burrito gremlin behind this accident that hit, you know, a whole host of deputy recruits training to be police officers, and it very much looked like a targeted thing. Now, I can't confirm that, but from the video, it very much looked targeted. But this guy's saying that, hey, I didn't mean to, and he's already out of custody. So let's watch.
Hey there, good morning, Lynette, Adrian, hello everybody. Well, our very own Colleen Williams sat down with Nicholas Joseph Gutierrez and his family, along with the family attorney, to discuss what happened. You're going to hear a portion of that interview in just a moment, but now moving along to those who were injured during the crash. We have now learned that one of...
I mean, come on. He went head on into the joggers.
The 4 LA County cadets that remains hospitalized is in grave condition. He has been identified by the LA County Sheriff's Department as Alejandro Martinez. Martinez was one of 25 cadets who were struck head-on by a Honda CRV that swerved into the group while they were on a training run last Wednesday morning. The driver of that CRV, 22-year-old Nicholas Joseph Gutierrez. Now, Gutierrez was arrested after the crash. He was booked on suspicion of attempted murder on...
Yo, I know that ain't his mom. Damn, she stacked, no cap.
A peace officer, but was later released after investigators said that they needed more evidence to charge him. Gutierrez spoke with our Colleen Williams just days after the incident. Take a listen.
Nicholas, how often do you think about that day and sort of replay it in your mind?
Since the second it happened, it's just, I've been living it like I woke up in a nightmare. It's the same. I didn't intentionally do it. I wish it never happened. I feel essentially like I feel bad it happened.
You feel bad it happened? Yo, this is crazy. He literally ran his vehicle. What was you doing? What was he doing? Was he on the phone? Was he drinking? And they're saying they don't have enough evidence to charge him. He's literally out on the streets after hitting 22 officers. Some aren't gonna make it. You gotta be kidding me. These burrito gremlins are on demon time.
As a mom, you never want to see your children go through this. Never.
Now, the attorney also mentioned that the...
Oh, so I guess that's his sister or something. I mean, she could stand to lose some weight, but I mean, he's got a rack on her for sure.
Injuries on Nicholas's face are not from the accident itself, but rather as a result of him being detained at the scene. We have reached out to the Sheriff's Department for comment. We're still...
So he had no injuries. He had no injuries from the accident, but they just roughed him up during the arrest. And he probably deserved that. He took some of those officers' lives. Like she said, some of them are turning for the worse. I mean, this guy caught bodies in his vehicle, and he's literally out because they don't have enough evidence. When all those officers saw him run his vehicle into the joggers. This is wild.
Waiting to hear back from them. Now, the family also pointed out that Nicholas grew up in a law enforcement family. A lot of his relatives, his aunts, his uncles, and his own father are members of several branches of local law enforcement here in the LA area, the CHP, the Sheriff's Department, the LAPD, and his dad is a corrections officer. Now, we also want to point out that even if he did not intentionally do this, we know that he could face criminal charges because of the severity of the injuries and, of course, the magnitude of the crash. But we, of course, are going to have the entire interview for you to hear coming up at 11 o'clock tonight. That's the very latest. Reporting live this morning from Whittier, Annette Ariola for Today in LA. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
He has announced the arrest of these 3 suspects for a series of follow-home robberies throughout the city.
Damn.
Police have arrested 46-year-old Rudolph Flowers, 43-year-old LaRon Bundley, and 35-year-old Tatiqua Harris.
Dang, I mean, 40s, 30s. Ain't y'all a little too old to be out here hitting licks like that? I mean, come on. Come on. And obviously we know that Cali is pretty much on fire right now. It's on go. They taking lives, they taking chains, they taking wallets, sticking you up at the ATM, whatever it is, following you home. So you definitely have to watch your back out there. All my guys out in Cali who watch my channel, you know, I'm saluting you guys because y'all are brave staying when you have the leader of the police union or whatever saying that he can't protect the citizens or the visitors that come into California.
The trio believed to be responsible for at least 4 robberies from June to September of this year. Police say they did find a handgun and some ammunition and a number of items linked to the robberies. Police had previously released video of the suspects involved in a robbery at a gas station on White Oak Avenue. That was in September on the 4th. And they believe that there are more victims out there. Anyone with information on the robberies or the 3 suspects is asked to call the LAPD.
Yo, what's good, BGZM News 17 family? I'm at the corner of Jesse Jackson and Marcus Garvey, and I got some bad news for you. As you can see, I lost my job. I'm out here living in cardboard boxes outside of boarded up vacant homes. YouTube said I'm done getting money out here in these streets. They even took my funky ass suit. So anything right now would help. So go ahead and hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, hit that GoFundMe, hell, cop the merch. Or if you want to make the long-term commitment to the Jinquavius Jackson Fund, join the Patreon so that I can continue to put out top-notch content each and every day. Also, check out the Rumble, where there is absolutely no censorship. Link in the description box below.
Hey, yo, ain't that nigga Jinquavius? Yo, I recognize.
No, that's not me no more.
Hey, yo, run your pop.
Y'all killing me with this shit.
Do the opposite of Antonio Brown and take
What
all your
more do you want from me?
Breaking news, LAPD says an arrest has been made in that brutal assault last week of a couple leaving an Elton John concert.
And tonight, one of the victims is sharing some of the shocking details of the attack. This happened Thursday night outside Dodger Stadium as the Elton John concert was emptying out. Police.
There you have it. That's how you know the world is going to crap right now. When you got the gliders and they acting a fool outside of an Elton John concert. This looked like more the scene of a Kodak Black concert. Right? But hey, I mean, the whole world has gone mad at this point. It's ridiculous. These glider gremlins are on demon time.
It's now confirmed one arrest has been made on Friday, but they are not releasing further details. The victims are a married couple who say a group walking past their car forcefully hit their side view mirror. When the man got out to confront the group, he says he was immediately assaulted. That man has asked us to hide his identity out of fear for his safety.
Next thing I know, big gorilla's coming at me. This guy was wailing.
He said a big gorilla. Boy, he was probably scared for his life. They were not playing with him. I mean, they KO'd him straight up off rip in front of his wife. I mean, I don't know how she can, you know, obviously you get knocked out in front of your wife, bro. The arousal, the sexual attraction, it's pretty much a dud at that point. Like, the relationship's over, at least physically.
I mean, I fought back, but I don't think I did anything. They got me on the ground. Next thing I know, I see other legs, people plummeting me. My wife came, she said that she was pulling people off of me, grabbed a girl, and they pulled her hair.
And he got KO'd by a girl too. I think the one who knocked him down was a woman who sucker punched him. So that's even, I guess that's who the big old gorilla was. I mean, bro, you got to get in the gym. You got to lose some weight, something, bro. You cannot be getting KO'd by these chicks out here. These super masculine chicks, bro.
She pushed her off, and then the guy that hit me attacked her. Threw her on the ground. She was on the ground, knocked out. I was knocked out. Nobody came to help us.
Shocking. You wouldn't think an Elton John crowd would be this angry and violent. Police.
You heard him, shit. That's what I said. And if I say it, they'll shadow ban me. But, you know, ABC 7 Eyewitness News is fine saying that.
He's now using this video as part of their investigation. Jamie went to the hospital after the attack, where he was diagnosed with a concussion and a broken leg.
For suspects in the attack. Now at 4:30, the search for suspects in the attack on a couple enjoying a night out at the Elton John concert at Dodger Stadium. There's been one arrest, and detectives expect more in connection with the Thursday night attack.
It's a story we first broke over the weekend. This afternoon, KCAL 9's Jasmine Veal got an update from the grandfather who was punched and kicked to the ground.
We are not showing the couple's faces, and we are only using his first name to protect their identities because they are worried that not all of their attackers have been arrested. The LAPD making only one arrest so far in the brutal beating that happened here in a parking lot at Dodger Stadium last Thursday night. The LAPD says their investigation is ongoing. The couple says not quickly enough for them.
Now I'm going to be on those things for a while.
With his ankle in a cast and using crutches, Jamie told us Monday he is still in a lot of pain from the brutal attack last Thursday night outside Dodger Stadium.
My ankle hurts. It's broken. Side of my head, I got these contusions here.
A few
Dang, bro. They did my man dirty.
seconds of that beating caught on cell phone video.
I just go down. I think, man, if this is my last day on earth, take care of my children, Lord.
That's Jamie on the ground, knocked out, as another man punches him in the face.
Damn.
Jamie, a grandfather, says he and his wife were leaving the Elton John concert when someone in that group smacked his rearview mirror. When he got out of the car to ask why, that's when he says a woman punched him and the other men jumped in.
A woman punched him, and they probably thought that he might have hit her first, but he was just reacting to his mirror getting hit, you know, and that is a concern. If somebody walk by, hit your mirror, yeah, you're gonna react. I will say that if these were super gremlins, they probably would have just put two in them and kept it moving. Like, it wouldn't have been no fighting or nothing. You probably would have just got shot, honestly. But since it was an Elton John concert, they slick might have took it easy on him. I know it does look, you know, brutal, and it does look like an OD, right? But they didn't kill him. We know that if this was a Kodak Black concert or a Lil Durk concert, then the outcome would have been way different. There would 100% be casualties, you know, and I don't say that, you know, smiling and thinking that that's like just a great thing. I'm just saying that's the reality of the situation. So if we got Elton John concerts popping off and these dudes are getting on demon time, I mean, just think about what's going on in the community.
To the ground, and then I see legs all around me, so I know people are punching, kicking, hitting me.
How many people involved that you remember?
3 guys, 3 girls.
That's a big group against one man.
Yeah.
Watch as one witness trying to follow and record the alleged suspects after the attack has his phone knocked out of his hands. Jamie's wife told us she was also assaulted and knocked unconscious when she tried to help her husband.
Damn, they knocked the wife out too. They were not playing.
She was also assaulted and knocked unconscious when she tried to help her husband. The couple posting this cell phone video online. Tips now pouring in about the woman and men caught on camera. The LAPD working to identify them by giving Jamie photos to ID Monday. Jamie says this all could have ended so differently.
It's blowing up. They didn't have to make these choices.
He is disappointed that stadium security was not nearby to help him. If you have any information about this incident, please contact the LAPD. Here at Dodger Stadium, Jasmine Veal, KCAL 9 News.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away!